In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a scarf using the new Starbella Flowers Yarn, and this is Maggie from maggiescrochet.com, and everything that I use in this video is available at maggiescrochet.com. The scarf measures about 48 inches long, the way I show you how to make it, which is a nice length for a scarf. And this is one skein of yarn that I used for this scarf right here, and the picture that you see in the video. So this is the scarf already made up, and it looks very similar to the yarn before it's worked up. So when you open up the skein, you want to pull from the ends that are sticking out, and they're kind of wrapped around a little bit. And you could wind this in a ball if you'd like, but just for this video I am going to just work from this big wad of yarn. So anyway, I am using a large Dreams hook, and the size is J. I've tried the large hook and I've tried a smaller hook. And I do prefer the larger hook for this project. And I prefer the Dreams hook because of the deep cut on the head of the hook. And it holds the loop, the last loop on really good, which is something that you'll see here in a minute. So to start, there are these big loops at the top of the little flowers here. And I'm going to put the first top bar. I'm going to use this underneath here. See this first top bar here? I'm going to insert my hook from front to back through the first loop, and then I'm going to skip the next loop and put on the next one, skip this one, put on this one, skip the next one here, this one, and put on this one. Now I have 4 loops on my hook, and I'm going to leave the last loop on my hook, and I'm going to hold it down here. Then I'm going to put my index finger right here between the last loop and the second to the last loop, and I'm going to put my thumb down here and hold these together, slide that down, turn the head of my hook down, and bring that through the 3 loops on my hook, like that. So it's like a cluster stitch. So now I'm going to repeat the same thing, except instead of 4 loops on my hook, I'm just going to have 3. I'm going to, because I've already got 1 on my hook, so I'm just going to pick up 3 new ones. So I'm going to skip this one, go under this one, and I've been unrolling this, but if I get to a part that's really twisted, it's okay if it stays twisted because this is all twisted around anyway. So here I was in this one, so I'm going to skip this one and go in here, and I just want to pick up 3 new loops, and I definitely want to skip in between. So right there, there's the last one is right here. I'm going to put my index finger right in here, my thumb on the other side. I'm going to pinch all these 3 together, turn the head of the hook down, and bring that through the 3 loops on the hook, just like that. And then I just keep going all the way down till the whole skein is used up. You can also try using this, adding it to embellish hats or purses or whatever you can dream up. Skip this one, go in this one. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Leave this one on my hook, go in here, pinch these 3 together, turn the head of my hook down, and bring that through. So that's all you have to do all the way down. You might want to just pull these out a little bit. I like skipping the loops because it doesn't make it like real narrow and really tight together, and I like only doing 3 loops because it'll give you a nice length and you won't have to go into a second skein of yarn. So I'll do this one more time. So here's the one I'm going to skip. and I'm going to go in here. And this thing is really twisting now, so I'm just going to go ahead and let it twist and go into that loop right there. So there's 2 new ones, and then 3, and then I'm going to leave that one there, the last one that I picked up. Draw these 3 over, and I'm going to draw that through the 3 loops on my hook, just like that. So you just can continue doing that. If you wanted to take a break and put your piece down, you definitely want to have a stitch marker. I don't recommend a safety pin because I did try that on one video, and the safety pin, just that little curl at the bottom of the safety pin gets all stuck in your yarn. So I would, if I wanted to take a break right now, I would just put the stitch marker on the loop and take my hook out and just keep it safe. So then when I'm ready to work on it again, I would just do this and take that out. Or you could use this if you're worried about dropping the loops while you're working. You can use a couple of them, and once you get one done, do this, go ahead and do more, and then keep moving the stitch markers up. So let me show you on the blue one over here how you would finish off. So right here, I think I actually forgot to put a stitch marker. So I'm going to have to find my end here. See, this whole thing is unraveling because I didn't put a stitch marker in it. So I lost several of my stitches, and I was lucky to find the last loop that I worked on. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up the 3 here. 1, 2, 3. And then the last one I'm leaving there. I'm just finishing this scarf off. So 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm going to finish this. And then I'm going to do 1, 2, and I want a little bit longer end here, so I'm just going to not skip the last one. So I'm going to pull that through and do my last stitch like that. So I have this long of a piece left, and I'm just going to take that yarn over with the whole piece, not the loop, the whole piece, and bring that through the last loop on my hook right here, like this. And then take my hook out and pull this through. So now it's completely through that chain, and if you pull it a little bit snug, it'll be locked in there. And if you want to be extra sure that that's not going to go anywhere, you could pull out one of your strands like this, take this end, put it through here, and leave a loop right here, and you're just kind of like tying a knot around that loop right there. And then pull this through if it'll cooperate. Where is it? Okay, so I pulled it through there. And then I'm just going to cut off that last little flower there, and I'll just let that raw end just hang down, because that's more than enough security for that end there. So it's not going to unravel and come apart. But if you don't put that stitch marker in there, it will unravel. So that's how you make a scarf using the Starbella Flowers Yarn. And that's available in at least 10 colors at maggiescrochet.com. Thank you for watching.